Hi, hello. My name is Marcella Wakeham and I am a somatic movement educator. And today we are going to show you how to balance your nervous system using the primary senses. And, and for that, we are going to do it through the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is one of the largest cranial nerves in the body. It sits in the back of the brain, yeah, and it calls vagus because in Latin vagus it means the wander. It wanders around the body from the back of the brain down to the throat, through the larynx, pharynx, esophagus, innervates into the heart, innervates into our lungs, innervates into the diaphragm, into our stomach, into our intestines, all the way down to our reproductive organs. This is the dorsal branch. The ventral branch innervates into our social engagement nervous system and engages to the tongue, to our eyes, or innervates into the sensory organs and the face and the vestibular system. This is to make us balance and make us feel in equilibrium. Stimulating the senses, those that make us feel expressive into life, we can access to the vagus nerve's parasympathetic response, which is the one who makes us feel calm or rest. For doing that, we're going to use some products from My Coopers that are very good because they are natural, and for doing this we need totally natural products. So I have some of them here. I have the sprays which are very good, and also I have essential oils. They are different, and they have different aromas. When you do this exploration, I would like to use the ones you have at home, or purchase the one that you smell it and you're gonna feel it. Ooh, these give me that sense of awakening, this sense of calm balance, and this today it gives me that awakening sense. I should call it awake. And because I want to awaken my sense, and when I smell it, this is the one for me to practice today. So we're going to start with the olfactory system, and by awakening one of the senses is going to elicit the awakening the others, and the vagus nerve, this calm response. So the olfactory system is one of the most primitive systems in the body, as well as the touch, the somatosensory system. So we're going to start with those ones. So I'm going to do this awaken one. I'm going to do a few drops, and you're going to just put your hands you can have a good smell, and already you're gonna feel something inside calming or enjoying pleasure. And then you're gonna place a hand on your eyes, just cupping your eyes, and still you can feel this sense of smell. Okay, we're going to awaken the sensory cortex, motor cortex, which is a sense of touch. Just allow your hands to touch the skin, awaken the skin. Just feeling it's like a piece of self-massage or self-touch. And when you do it with essential oils, it's like not just your hands are touching you, the aroma, the sense is touching you. So you're going to just pass through all these areas of the vagus nerve, our inner veins, my neck, as you do it, you're going to feel that response of a deep open breath, and that's the vagus nerve. You are stimulating sense the vagus nerve, the sympathetic response, and that one arm, like embracing yourself, feel tight, tucked into you. Down to your diaphragm, stomach. Very conscious touch. Here I am, this is me. Compassionate touch about myself. Feeling your boundary, the skin, the largest sense organ in the body. This is grounding your own skin. And then we're going to awaken the vestibular system and the optic nerve, really, by doing a lateral eye movement. When we move the eyes laterally, we excite or we awaken the vagus nerve. It's totally very close related. So what we are going to do is just soft the gaze and look a little bit ahead. You're going to keep the eyes looking forward and you're going to move your head to one side. So the eye movement, lateral movement, stretches the optic nerve and connects with the diaphragm. And you just gently move to one side. Sometimes you get a deep breath, sometimes you yawn. Taking a very good deep breath and yawning. This exploration, I do it before going to bed. Really helps me to go to sleep. It's what has been helping me to go to sleep. And we're going to do a little bit more further than that. We're going to keep, but we're going to move the body. So we keep looking at the front and then rotate the spine. Keeping the eye. Feel a little bit more further. Relax the jaw as you move. You can keep sensing the aroma, the sense. Well, maybe 3 to 6 to 8 times. And just come to the center. Just gently then cup your eye. You can feel a little more sense of calm here. And if you're a parent and you are a little bit aware that your kids are all the time on screens, closed in their own world, which is what we do when we are stressed, we close down. And we start to lose a sense of balance when we grow older and we start to sense the world around us. Very that kind of tunnel vision syndrome. So I teach this to my son, that when he's into the screen for a long time, so I put it in front and I say, follow my hand, look at my hand, but not move your head. So you start by looking at your hand, or right now you can do it so you can feel it, and you move away, without you moving your head. very slowly into the top corner. Down. And back again. Do it 3 times. Maybe more. So the key to start to awaken that, or you help the kids for moving your eyes in a different way, and the vagus nerve responds to a deep breath. And the other side, moving away. You can feel how it elicits a deep breath. Back again, you come back. Just feel your body. You can close your eyes and feel your body. The next exploration, a friend of mine taught me this exploration, it's called orienting. I invite you to listen to our podcast, the Body Knows podcast. We interview people who have quite a lot of experience in ways how to balance the nervous system. My husband and I, we started, and we are very proud that Made by Coopers is our sponsor of the podcast. So this exploration, a friend of mine taught me, and is in the next episode, which is coming out on the 1st of February. So these 2 expressions are called orienting, and now we're going to do. Now we're going to move the head, but because the eyes are curious about our surroundings. So from this coming in of stress or tablets or computer, it's very good to come out and explore. So what you do is just let your eyes to wander into the space. You're moving your head because the eyes wanders and softly looks something, taking the colors, textures of the plant if you have one. I have another over here, as you can see, different colors. Spontaneous deep breath sometimes, or yawning. Also salivating, passing saliva is a way that the vagus nerve is active and releasing, relaxing the nervous system. Take the world around you. You can feel how the world supports your body. The body is in the space around. Right, and then come back. And again, just give a beautiful warm in your arms or your hands. I would cup your eyes. Notice for changes in the response of your body. Notice the breath. You can notice that calm space. Sometimes you can pick up, when you're calm, you can pick up more textures of the essence. I can pick up now the grapefruit in it, and the orange, definitely this citrusy and I can pick up that sense of grounded frankincense. So we orient in the space. Now we're going to experience our internal space. This is intersection. I want to guide you towards an internal orientation, and it will be the spine. I want to take you to a spinal journey. So for this one, close your eyes. Time to time, when I want to show you something, just open your eyes a little bit. Look my movement, and then close it back again and feel it in your body. So just start to close your eyes. Feel gravity. Relax your jaw. And by now, feeling the breath is easier. You have that sense of calm, thanks to the activation of your vagus. And I want you to move your attention to your head. I mean, if you literally want to touch your head right now, you can feel, sense it. Again, awake with this sensory motor. Relax my head. So what do you feel? When we internally sense, we need to apply imagination and visualization. So we awaken our inner eye. So the head sits on top of the spine. The first cervical vertebra is called the atlas. So the head sits on top of the atlas, atlantocranial joint. Relax your jaw, really feel the substantial jawbone dropping and the tongue. And to move just this joint is a tiny, tiny yes. If you can look at it, how tiny it is, it's perhaps only imperceptible from the external eye. Relax my jaw. Really visualize where my skull lands onto my neck. Because the vagus ramifications come out through the neck. When you move the neck, it stimulates the vagus. Very simply. Again, spontaneous breath may come. Just exploring, very curious. Now we're not curious of the external world, we're curious about the inner world. Right, we can explore the junction or the joint where the atlas, the cervical one, joins the cervical two, that's called the axis, right? And this movement is like a maybe, very little maybe. Feel how we're going. Now the head, first and second vertebra moving. Just from there, just feel that. So slow, so well felt. When I do this exploration, I usually put music to a very calm, lovely music that also when we hear the vestibular system, when we hear pleasant sounds, we relax, we again excite or awaken the vagus nerve. And then you want to explore more about your cervical, maybe the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. As you may see, it's not a stretch. Some of you may feel stretches, but it's really like a cervical individuation. Relax the jaw. And it's like you wanted to oil the joints of the cervical. Obviously, if there is some stretch you are enjoying that stretch, stay, breathe it, don't pull it, don't push it, just land your feeling sense, your tension. Time to time, remind yourself to relax the jaw. See how you start to salivate more. Deep breaths come. And then you want to explore more. My cervical are more free, they're warm, they're hydrating. Let's see my thoracic spine. Thoracic spine, we have the breathe. So you have a little bit more restriction of movement. Nevertheless, you can move in other directions. And all the rib cage can move and soft down. Can open up. Through the ribs, my collarbones and the shoulder blades. Alright, from my spine I can free up my hands and arms. Whereas there's something that my arms, like a wings, fins, as they float, also liberates my spine. I move my lower back. There's a little bit more of freedom here. Lower back, more flexibility perhaps. And as the spine is curving, you can start to feel that, oh, my movements are very spiralitic. Nature, just feel a wrist, undulate, and actually move in all directions, not just back, forward, side to side, no, circles, spirals. Waves, big waves, little waves, and you can feel now your whole spine snaking, or you can visualize, imagine the spine like a kelp being moved by the waters of the ocean, very calm ocean. response of the system as you free up the spine. I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, the length of the song, and come back to seat. You can sense that spine, taller, freer. Your body has more volume. Definitely, you'll be more intimate with your own spine. And the body and mind loves it. A sense of pleasure of touching yourself with movement. Thank you very much to come into my world. This is what I usually teach in my yoga classes or Pilates classes and ceremonies. Thank you very much. Have a very well-regulated nervous system.